Hello guys, welcome back to Epic Mythology. Today, Hercules faces the Golden Hind. If you like this channel, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started.
After defeating the deadly Hydra, Hercules returned to the king. The king gave Hercules his next task, to find the legendary Golden Hind and bring it back alive. So Hercules began another long and difficult journey, traveling deep toward the distant Ceryneian forest. Day after day, he continued through the mountains and wilderness. The journey was long, and as the sun slowly disappeared beyond the mountains, darkness covered the land. Hercules stopped and built a small camp for the night. Sitting beside the warm fire, he looked up at the stars and thought about everything he had already overcome. The battles were difficult, but he had never given up. And now, another impossible task was waiting for him. At dawn, Hercules began his journey into the Ceryneian mountains, searching for the legendary Golden Hind. After a long journey, he finally reached Ceryneian River and stopped to drink. Suddenly, he saw it. The Golden Hind he had been searching for was right before his eyes. Hercules slowly moved closer, trying not to scare it, but the hind realized it was a trap and suddenly ran deep into the forest. Hercules immediately chased after it. He ran faster and faster, but the hind was simply too quick. Finally, Hercules was completely exhausted and could run no further. But one question remains. How could the hero who defeated the lion and the Hydra fail to catch a single deer? Hercules soon realized that catching the Golden Hind would require more than just speed. He needed patience. To survive in the wilderness, he hunted animals and birds for food. The next morning, he began searching through the forest again. But no matter where he looked, he couldn't even find a glimpse of the Golden Hind. Still, Hercules refused to give up. He stayed hidden among the trees, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to capture it. Days continued to pass, but Hercules never gave up. One morning, he finally spotted the Golden Hind again. He quietly followed it and patiently watched from a distance. Soon, the hind reached the river to drink water. Hercules stayed hidden, carefully observing every move. But suddenly the hind noticed him and immediately ran for its life. Hercules chased after it with all his strength, but once again, he couldn't catch it. But Hercules was not the man we thought he was. He had already made a new plan. Now, while the Golden Hind was still running free, Hercules was working day and night, building a clever trap to capture it alive. After setting up his traps, Hercules finally took a short rest. He is exhausted and slowly fell asleep. In his dream, he saw his beloved wife and children, but the happy moment quickly turned into a painful memory. Hercules woke up with a shock, believing that he alone was responsible for losing his family. Instead of giving up, he used that pain as motivation to become even stronger. Hercules continued searching through the vast Ceryneian forest. He looked everywhere, but the legendary Golden Hind was nowhere to be seen. Hours passed, and soon darkness covered the entire forest. Even then, Hercules refused to lose hope. He waited
After days of searching, Hercules finally spotted the Golden Hind once again.
Suddenly,
careful not to scare the sacred creature, he quietly followed from a distance, matching every step it took. But after a while, the hind suddenly stopped. It sensed something was wrong. Slowly, it turned around, and its eyes locked onto Hercules. In an instant, the Golden Hind bolted into the forest, disappearing before Hercules could catch up. Then, while a nearby tribe looked toward the sound, believing fate had delivered their next meal, Hercules rushed through the forest, desperately searching for the Golden Hind. As the tribesmen made their way down from the hills, Hercules finally reached the source of the cry. There it was, the Golden Hind, Hercules continued his journey without thinking about anything else. A group of tribesmen were searching through the forest, following the trail of the magical creature. They were only a few steps behind Hercules, without wasting a moment, and started running through the deep forest. The tribesmen chasing him fell into a trap set by Hercules. This gave Hercules enough time to escape from their reach. The tribe followed the sound of the Golden Hind's cries, searching deeper into the forest, but they were too late. Hercules had already escaped the forest. After days of chasing, danger, and relentless struggle, Hercules finally captured the Golden Hind alive. Another impossible task had been conquered.